Welcome back to Innsbruck. We're jumping straight into the women's boulder semi-finals as we cut 20 athletes down to just 6. The round was brutally hard, with few tops along the way, meaning easier boulders and zones were vital. The rain stayed away and the athletes had to dig deep, so here's the top 6. Japan's Mao Nakamura finished the important boulder 2, her only top, wrestling with a big purple volume, but the only athlete to get a zone on the boulder 4 slab. Annie Sanders from the USA flashed boulder 2 and found the zone on the coordination moves of boulder 3. Next is France's Fanny Gibert, who got the same score with that zone on boulder 3 and, of course, the top on boulder 2. Climbing in her first ever senior semi-finals was Jennifer Buckley from Slovenia. She was super impressive, again flashing boulder 2 and got another quick zone. In front of her own cheering crowd, Jessica Pilz climbed her way into second place. She was one of only a few to get the first moves of boulder 1 and getting a zone, and of course, boulder 2. Finally, Janja Garnbret from Slovenia qualifies in the top spot. Boulder 2, but it was boulder 3 where she pulled out all the stops, launching across the wall, the only athlete to get 2 tops. It's going to be interesting to see whether the route setters turn things down for the final, because what a tough round. Route setting is always a hot topic of conversation, and I think everyone's aware that we need to bring more women into the industry. Back at the Salt Lake City World Cup and in the TC, there was a special women's route setter clinic. Here's what happened.
And I'm an IFC international route setter. I'm here to head a women route setter clinic with the USA female route setter team. I basically spoke a bit with the girl in the morning, then we organized the day. They are doing 2 different activities. They are working on trying to reproduce exact move, maybe some coordination stuff that they are not used to set.
My name is Annabelle and I am here for a couple different route setting events, the North American Cup and then a training camp we have for Youth Nationals. When you're doing a job that's something you're really passionate about and you're putting a lot of yourself into it, and then it doesn't work out, whether your boulder is terrible or it gets really broken or you think something's really cool and nobody else agrees, it's kind of hard to separate yourself from the outcome a little bit sometimes.
It's a slab, so it's like the options are really endless, and either it'll be a jump or something a little bit more technical.
My name is Quinn Mason and I'm usually a competitor both in boulders and lead. Well, from time to time I dabble in route setting and I've gotten a few good opportunities over the years, and I just want to keep learning and maybe eventually I'll kind of progress to that side of things, like setting in comps rather than competing in them. Climbing is just all about creativity and finding different solutions to get at boulders, and I think women are really good at that super creative aspect. They bring just like a different look into things, and so the more diversity we can have in general, just it'll help climbing progress and become more accessible to everyone.
My name is Abby, and I am a full-time route setter and competition setter. Things I've enjoyed today have been just playing with different resources than I normally get, getting to work with some people that I know in the industry. It's unusual to have this many female route setters together for one clinic.
I think the fun thing about setting is that there aren't correct answers. So when you're learning from someone, you're not learning the solution, you're just kind of getting more insight into how different people approach setting, and everyone is going to do it a little bit different, and the more people you get to interact with, the more tools you get to add to your toolkit, and so I think that's the biggest thing that I'm getting from this, which is really fun and exciting.
Now this might look like a boring corridor, but through these doors ahead of me there's about to be an announcement that is so exciting for the world of paraclimbing. Come and have a look. So Marco, we just saw the press conference. Tell us, what was the announcement that you've just made?
The announcement is that yesterday the International Paralympic Committee Governing Board approved the proposal of Los Angeles 28 Organizing Committee to include sport climbing as a new sport in the Paralympics 2028 program.
That is amazing news. I know everyone's been working so hard and we all wanted it to be there. It must have been so difficult to get to this stage. So tell me about the process and how it's now in the Games.
Well, super difficult as being in the Olympic Games. Sometimes people think that you are in the Games, you are in the Paralympics. No, it's completely a different process and different organizations as well. It was super difficult because once again, like climbing, paraclimbing was not really well known in the Paralympic world. So to convince people to watch paraclimbing, to understand what it is, and then get inspired, because climbing is inspiring.
Well, look, there's going to be so much more information coming out in the next couple of weeks about this. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your hard work, because it's my favourite competition. I love the athletes, I love the event, and I cannot wait to see it on the biggest of stages. So exciting.
Yes, and this is what I said to the president of the International Paralympic Committee yesterday. They all smile, they smile all the time, and this is the lesson I want to learn.
Well, thank you, Marco. Congratulations again. LA28. Finals in Innsbruck always feels special, and as darkness started to fall, the remaining 6 women in the competition stepped out onto the mats. Boulder 1 had a jumpy start, with a few different methods available to get to the zone hold. Mao Nakamura and Fanny Gibert were the only ones who couldn't get the zones, but everyone else managed it and finished the climb. Jennifer Buckley was delighted to start her debut World Cup and finals with a top.
Oh my God. Well, that's the intended beater. Yeah. That's 2 methods. Hits the right crimp, locks it, crosses through.
She climbs really fast. Crazy.
Compasses through, great work from her.
Boulder 2 was all about straightforward power. And again, Fanny Gibert struggled to unlock its secrets. Jessie Piltz got a zone, but no top. Tops for everyone else though, one of the easier boulders, and it was important to get it climbed if you wanted a podium. Mao Nakamura bounced back from her slow start and climbed the boulder second go.
As you said, it's the easiest one. Probably it's good to climb it as fast as possible.
And there's no denying it's powerful, so the more you do it, the more tired you're going to get here.
Yeah.
Left hand up. Makes sure of that. Little adjustment. Hits the right foot on the jib. Crosses through.
And jumps. Oh my God, yeah.
She's in this time. Better calculation over there.
A slab waited on Boulder 3 with tiny jibs and a physical pressing move to finish. Fanny Gibert managed her first zone of the finals, and Jessie came so close but could only zone. The rest managed quick ascents, with different variants of knees and drop knees to match the last hold.
Trying a new method, I think. Or the Fanny did the same, no?
With the right smear.
Yeah, I mean the crossing. Yeah, okay.
That drop down. Yeah. Well, she's got through that first move, can chalk up here. Oh, look.
Okay, nice, just chilling.
Yeah, she is just
Why
chilling.
not? She can sleep maybe.
Like a bat hanging off.
Yeah.
Well, it said believe in the feet, right? So she is doing that. All right, let's see. Drops in around the corner. This is that kind of mantly move the setter said when you press in. She's trying to get a hip engaged, has just one leg in. She hasn't seen the knee. Oh, she has a drop.
Oh my God. That's a nice one.
Well, I like the knee, but I think that wins the style points with the drop knee.
Boulder 4, and the most brutal of the set. Hard moves for tired climbers. Fanny Gibert battled her way to a zone, finishing her comp on a high, but ending up in 6th. Jessica Pilz flashed the zone for 5th, using some clever beat-air to get high on the boulder, but the palm press in the middle caused her to slip. No zone for Mao Nakamura here, but a 4th place finish for her. Annie Sanders had her zone downgraded, but still a brilliant first podium and bronze medal for her. 17-year-old Jennifer Buckley, meanwhile, managed a silver medal on her first World Cup. What a performance from the young athlete. But really, the night belonged, once again, to Janja Garnbret.
If she can finish things off and make it 4 out of 4, it will be another statement before the Olympics. Hits the pinch, flicks the leg. Trusts the heel as she drops down. Now brings the left hand up, holds the drop. Makes that match. Right foot in. Hits the pocket.
Left triangle. Yeah, pushing.
Fighting. Oh, the triangle just. She was low on it. Can she make it work?
This is literally nothing.
It's a terrible hold. And she's low on that left foot. Now she brings it right. She's got to jump all the way. She does that. That's 4 out of 4 for Janja. And we saw her get emotional here last year. She's going to get emotional here again. She's done it.
I was a little bit stressed today, to be honest. I very much enjoyed semis, first of all. It was a hard round, and yeah, the bullets were just hard, and this is what we train for. And then the finals were a bit easier than semis, so I needed to stay focused until the end. So I'm really happy that I managed to do it. I'm happy for the last boulder, which was the hardest, and yeah, I think it was a great test before Paris, so yeah, I feel great.
So that's it for today. We'll return tomorrow for the men's semi-final and final. We can't wait to see you here.